Live from the Cactus Creek at Ibri, he is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
The KSM Show.
Thank you guys, man. I'm fired up today, man. I'm fired up today. And the reason I'm fired up is why I'm wearing this t-shirt. I mean, if you're watching this program and you always hear me talking about Vanguard, how they always say, we always stand by you. And you're being about Vanguard. Today, folks, I have the Vanguard guys in the house. I'll be introducing them soon. You see the t-shirt I'm wearing? Take a look at this ad.
What do you see? A couple of keys? Well, yes, but we see the value beyond that. We see the keys to your family road trips and the keys to where your kids sleep at night. But regardless of how much we value our homes and cars, most of us insure just our cars. Introducing Homeprehensive, a single insurance policy for both your car and home. Get Homeprehensive from Vanguard, because when it comes to insuring your car and home, fa bom prekon.
Well, there you have it. It's Homeprehensive. I'm sure, sir, when it comes to insurance, they are comprehensive. This one is Homeprehensive. And this is possibly the greatest creation to come out of the insurance industry. I kid you not. When you see that other insurance companies might have to also say, Charlie, this one is too good. Let me get a piece of the pie. Make us out, but you watch and see. So in the meantime, I have some gentlemen from Vanguard. We're going to talk about insurance generally, folks. Very, very, very important that we understand this culture of insurance, which seems yet. Okay, so let me shut up now. To my immediate left, my own man, he's going to be talking to us. His name is Sami Esuma. And to his left, let us meet Solomon Amubadu. There we go. Shall welcome to Cactus Creek. It's good to have you here. And welcome.
Thank you very much.
Great. And today, we are going to talk about many things. I'm a very, very, very curious person, so sometimes I'll ask you about everything. But for now, let us ask you about the professional thing, man. Vanguard Insurance. Let me start with you, Sammy, quickly. How long have you been with Vanguard?
2.5 years.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Wow. And you're working with the sales?
Yes, sales.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm the head of distribution. I'm in charge of sales and marketing there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And Solo?
I joined Vanguard in 2020, so it's been 1.5 years.
1.5 years.
Yes.
All right. That's quite interesting, because considering it's not like you've been with them ages biasa, 2 years, 1 year, and but you're all part of this team that has developed this concept called Homeprehensive, which is making waves. Folks, it is making waves. And please listen very, very carefully. I'm going to give you numbers that you can call right after the show, people that you can talk to, for them to explain. And then you realize that, Charlie, if you don't get this, this is a no-brainer. It is so good, it's a no-brainer. You have to be on Homeprehensive. So let me start with you, man. Briefly, what is Homeprehensive?
Homeprehensive, if you look at the word carefully, or the sound of it, you hear something home.
You hear home.
You hear home.
Okay.
And you hear prehensive. It's more like what we know, that is comprehensive.
Yes.
So when something is comprehensive, we're talking about how detailed, how exhaustive it is. It's full of itself. That gives one a total package. So we realize that in the insurance industry, a lot of people would love to insure their car because that is where their heart is. They want to insure it because if they don't do, the police will stop them on the way, and it become a legal issue. So everybody, when he gets a car, want to insure. But all of us, we live in a home, we have a house, and that's where we go back to. This is where we even park the car. Where we park the car is not insured. So we realize that the home itself is a gathering place. The home is a shelter. The home is more like a sanctuary. And it's a place that we have that sense of belonging. We want to do everything to protect our place of dwelling. But it doesn't cross our mind that we have to insure it. After insuring our vehicle, we forget about our home. So,
and that's very interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't cross our mind. Sir Charlie, the home which is there needs some kind of protection, needs insurance. But with a car, it's almost automatic. You know, as you're buying the car, you're thinking of insuring it.
That's right. That is right. So we wanted to bring the car and the home together so that we will have that comprehensive package. So that is how come we combine the comprehensive and the home together. So we shortened the comprehensive, then we brought the home in and made it Homeprehensive.
Solo, anything you want to add before we continue getting deeper into this thing?
Yes, just to spice what Summer said. With the home, you get to realize that everybody spends about 10 years of their life to make up their home. And the home is the most valuable and important asset anybody can ever own in their life. And in the Akan adage, they say that so it means the home is the only legacy that can show what you've done and the life that you've well lived. And the home is the only thing you can pass on to generations. But it's unfortunate that when we buy our cars, which are more like liabilities and not assets, we want to protect our cars, but not our homes. A disaster can strike anytime. It is an unwanted visitor who comes without giving us a call. And so that's why we felt that there's a need for us to come out with an innovative product that can bring both the home and the car together, where when you take the policy, it covers both your home and your car.
A quick question. I'm sure there are people watching now, so maybe saying, anyway, this sounds exciting, okay? I have a car, but I don't own a home or a house. To that client who's asking, okay, we need to buy more car. Is Homeprehensive, does it mean you must have a house and a car to qualify?
There are two things that make up the Homeprehensive. And the fundamental or the basic one is having a car. So if you have a car, but you don't own a house, but you rent, definitely there's a place where you live. You are renting somebody's apartment. You still qualify to take up the Homeprehensive. So one is for homeowners, it's for tenants. So if you are a homeowner, you have that responsibility of insuring your house, making sure everybody in it is safe and also the assets are adequately secured or protected. Now, if you are a tenant, it means that you don't own the structure, but the content belongs to you. The content is your asset. So you have financial interest in those contents. So you have every right to insure those contents. Yes, so that is what the Homeprehensive is all about. So if you don't own a house, you can still take the Homeprehensive. You have a car, but you don't own a house, you can insure the contents and your vehicle as well together.
Okay.
Internet can say whether you are a homeowner or you are a tenant, whatever the content or the structure, the building itself, together with the car, boom preku. That is what the Homeprehensive is about.
Okay.
That boom bracket.
So let me be absolutely clear. So once you have a car, you're entitled to Homeprehensive by at least ensuring some of the content in wherever you live.
Yeah.
Whether you own the house or a tenant,
You're right.
you have content
Yeah.
there, you have a
Yeah.
TV, you have stuff. Okay. Let me push further. I'm just putting myself in the seat of somebody watching and who might want to ask certain questions, you know. In terms of the value, you know, I have a car, big car. Should it be in the neighborhood of V80B some? Or once I'm a car owner, I'm entitled to the benefits of Homeprehensive.
Yes, with the Homeprehensive, because you are adding your car and your home or your content, and with the car, it can either be a third-party policy or a comprehensive insurance policy. Once it's a car, you've insured, and you live in a home, you can add both of them. Boom. So whether it is an expensive car, which you would obviously insure it comprehensively, or it's a rickety car, which may qualify for a third party, you still qualify to do a Homeprehensive, because once you have
insured the car, no matter the insurance, you're qualified to be
for the Homeprehensive.
Okay.
Because you drive your car into a home, and so you add that to your vehicle insurance. Now they're boom precom.
Now they're boom
Comprehensive.
Okay. Now, I thought this was a very fascinating idea, though, you know, and I was having a conversation with you off camera, and something he said that, let me quote him. He says, you know, the team that came up with Homeprehensive, you know, they are sort of tired of hearing from, let's think outside the box. I hear basically everything, we are thinking outside the box. But Sammy said something very, very interesting. He said, sometimes you don't need to go outside the box to think of some abstract thing. Inside the box, no. There may be things there that are watching you right in your face, but because you are thinking outside the box. So basically, this idea is something that is in the insurance box already that you decided to take it over from me.
Yeah. So we don't want to be abstract.
Yeah.
Each time, each day, each year, we bombard the system with new products, and people are getting overwhelmed by the amount of information out there and the products that people need to go through and then select which one will best suit them. These are things that we have already. They are things in our environment. And talking about thinking outside the box or looking in the box and rearranging the content in it. I recall having this conversation with you, and I said that there are times that people are forced to do things in an extraordinary way, to look at things in a very abstract way, to try to innovate, force them to innovate. And even when things are around them, that they can look at it and make it beautiful by enhancing it, which of course will also sell and help somebody out there. We tend to ignore those ones and start looking for new things. So with the Homeprehensive, you have a home, you have a car, you've insured your car, but not your home. So I come to you, why haven't you insured your home? Because maybe you feel that your home is more expensive than your car. Is that really so? So there are some cars that people buy $2 million, $150,000, $200,000. So practically, if you buy a V8, let's say about $150,000 or $180,000, and you also have a home that costs the same, has the same value as the V8. Now, let's say if you pay about 40,000 Ghana cedis for the V8, your home or your house that also has the same value as the V8, you're going to pay, let's say, about 2,000 Ghana cedis. How long can you sleep in your V8? How long can you entertain your friends in your V8? Can you bath in your V8? You get me? You can't. So, just as I said earlier, that the house is a gathering place. It is a shelter. It's a sanctuary. You know, it is a place that people try to have an escape from the busyness and intrusiveness in this world. So you can't have all that in the car. but the home is complete for you. So we look at it, and we have these two products. So that why don't we enhance it by adding additional benefit to it, which of course we're going to be part of the discussion, so that people will see the need and the value in bringing these two products together, so that they know they have adequate financial security protection. And that is all the Homeprehensive is about. So that if you lose your car, you have your home. If you lose your home, you still have your car. But because there's that backbone, insurance, Vanguard, which we always stand by you, we make sure that you bounce back to where you were before those eventualities happen to you.
Solid. And like you said, we're going to be going into some other stuff. But quickly, what kind of reception are you getting from Homeprehensive?
I can say it's amazing, the feedback and the reception we are getting. Our hotlines are always buzzing with calls. Our social media handles are always bombarded with a lot of requests, wanting to know what this whole Homeprehensive is about. And we have a lot of the public waiting for us to adore it so that they take this policy. So I can say that it has aroused a lot of interest, and people are excited to see what is in this Homeprehensive.
So if I may add,
Sure.
we don't rush in bringing things out. We take our time. We want people to savor the moment. We want them to know what that very product can do for them, especially experience the magic in it. Yeah. So we started the teaser somewhere last year. You see the billboards, you see ads in the daily graphic, and you see some radio jingles. You listen to radio jingles and some TVCs and all that. We want people to soak it and be very absorbed in it. We want them to identify with the issue and know that there's a need to insure the home, because that safeguard the family. That is the protection or the security that you can give to the family. So why be in a rush, just to have an idea and just splash it out there? Because if you are the originator of the idea, and you also have the blueprint to execute it and execute it very well. So it's all about execution. And the most important thing is that it should serve the interests of the public, the insuring public, both our customers and prospective ones as well. And that is what the team is all about. Now, you mentioned teamwork. So we take time to prepare, to process it. We make sure that once you receive it, you know you've gotten a good thing.
Show some love, man. That's right. Show some love. We're going to take a commercial break at this point, and when we come back, the discussion will continue. And they also have some beautiful goodies that are available to you only from the KSM Show. So make sure you stick around. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
You can enjoy your coffee at home and in your car. So, why insure just your car? Introducing Homeprehensive, a single insurance policy for both your car and home. Get Homeprehensive from Vanguard, because when it comes to insuring your car and home, for boom preco.
The KSM Show.
Free. Quick question. I keep saying quick question. Every question I ask is a quick question, so forgive me. But I can imagine somebody watching and say, well, I have my car, but the house is not mine. It's not in my name. maybe my mother, my father, somebody, or I'm just renting, how does the person take advantage of Homeprehensive when they not necessarily own the place and the house is the lease is in somebody else's name?
Yes, thank you very much. In insurance, before you have a right to insure, it means you need to have a relationship with the property such that if the property is in a good position, you benefit. If the property suffers a loss, you suffer financially. So when you have a relationship like that with any property, you have a right to insure. And so if you have a car and you live in a home where the home does not belong to you, but if there's any damage to the home, you would suffer financially because you may have to make good that damage. You have a right to insure that home and add it to it. That is why if you don't own a home and you are a tenant, when your contents are damaged by fire or flood or any of the perils that is insured under our Homeprehensive policy, you will suffer financially because you may have to go back into your savings or gather money to go get the things that were damaged. And so once you have a relationship like that with any property, you have a right to insure. So if the property does not belong to you, but the damage or loss of that property will affect you financially, you can do Homeprehensive, add those property together with your car. Now they're boom.
Of course, that's very, very good news, So for those of you saying, and I said, and somebody's house, I'm just renting, I should go and insure the house. That is not the argument. There are certain things that you value that are in the house. So, boom, once you have a car, you can also add additional things about the house, in the house that you want to insure. Sammy, anything more to add to what he said?
So sometimes we hear this expression or statement we make that it's my family house. This is our family house. And sometimes you need to renovate your family house. What will you use to renovate? It's money. Now, why is it your family house? Sometimes you always go back home. Maybe your parents are still alive. Yeah. And in our traditional setting, it becomes the children's responsibility to take very good care of the parents. Now, the family house is in a state that you cannot even point to it and direct somebody there. What do you do? All right, so just you cannot point, but you always go there. When it is raised down by fire or any peril, what happens? All family members will have to contribute. Definitely you have financial interest in that, because sometimes you can even bring it up and it becomes a shrine, in quote, for generations unborn. That is where you all started life. So I want to make Homeprehensive so as practical as possible. There are a lot of people who believe that life begins at 40. Others, theirs starts earlier. Whatever it is, what life are we talking about? Because at a certain stage in our life, we should have a home or a house. We should have a vehicle. Maybe we should get married. We have our children. Be able to put food on the table. Life should be so good. Man, you feel good about it. That sense of accomplishment is there. Now, let's say somebody's starting life. He's bought a quarter plot or a half plot or a full plot somewhere. He spent so much money to even to able to buy that plot of land. Then he started saving, going for loan. Then maybe want to put up a 2 or 3 bedroom house. He managed to complete 1 room. The whole structure is not completed, but he want to move in with the family. This is a hustler, man. He is a hustler. Every coin, every dime is going into this structure. Now, he takes about 10, 15, 20 years to complete it. Now, I come to hustler 1. I say, boss, how many years did you spend raising this building? He said, oh, about 10 years, 20 years. All right. You want to live in this building forever, or probably hand over to your kids when you are no more. But would you want to insure it? He said, no. But what happens if you lose this house? Can you start all over again? I said, no. Why do you want to go through the same stress that you went through before you were able to complete this structure, when there is a simple solution for it? Or you want to wait for something to happen for NADMO to give you a blanket?
That's a good one.
Yeah, you want a blanket. Oh, blankets? No. Because the value and the hustle, you cannot even put, even the hustle alone cannot even put it in a monetary terms. So let Vanguard support you to secure this building. That took you 20 years or more. You started, wasn't complete. Look at the mosquitoes and all that. That's hustle, that's stress. Don't go through again when there's a smart solution. And this Homeprehensive that we are talking about is the smartest solution for your home and your vehicle. Internet say, for boom preco and the free.
Wow. And being insurance for a bit, I know you've just like 2 years with Vanguard, but before then you were still in insurance.
Yes.
You've had a history of What kinds of stories do you hear that make you feel so motivated? We have to educate people. Insurance it's not like we take it very lightly in these parts of the world.
There are a lot of stories which are real life stories and unfortunate incidents that people have experienced. And we'll just give you some highlights. I remember some years ago, a man bought a brand new Mercedes-Benz on Friday. Wanted to wait till Monday to insure the vehicle, license the vehicle and insure. Only for the car to be raised down by fire on Saturday. So the man only enjoyed the car for only Friday night. And this was a very expensive C-Class Mercedes-Benz, 2010 model. And this man couldn't take anything away. The only thing the man had were the remains of the shard body of the vehicle, which probably will be a monument to he should have taken a decision to secure his investment. There was another incident where the kids of this man forgot to put off the iron. They went to church. He was there and he got a call that the house is in flames. And this was a house the man had taken 10 years to build. Now the man had to live on the benevolence of friends, perching in people's home. And the man hasn't been able to come back to the states they were before the laws as we speak. And these are real life issues that we don't think about. Imagine your wife is at the kitchen, she gets a call. It's so lengthy that she forgot she's cooking. Before you realize the house is in flames, what do you do? This is why you say for ufi and car for boom, and let Vanguard secure the property for you, because it is sad that you spend a lot of time, your life, efforts to put up a property or to acquire a property, and in a matter of minutes, all that you worked for comes back to ground zero. That is why there's a smart solution, Homeprehensive, that will help you to secure your property.
I think it's sometimes too, as human beings, we can't even perceive of any accident. It's like we are playing gods in a way. But you never know. Like this, some of these stories you're talking about, and there are plenty such stories. And viewers, those of you out there listening to me, you all have your own stories, plenty. You know, where a simple solution could have been just ensuring it. So, folks, for those of you who are listening, the advice is for now, for boom prepo. You know, what numbers? You know, go ahead before
so having an insurance policy or the Homeprehensive, as we are saying, is the smartest or smart way of living. It calls to mind a very popular saying that our earning or income is not determined by the economy, but it's determined by our philosophy. So the point is, the economy can go so bad, but still we have people who are rich. It can be so bad people are making it. How are they making it? What is making them become more rich? You know, it is one thing, their philosophy. So some will earn, they will work, they earn salary and they blow the cash. Others will work, they earn, they invest. And one of the things that we are talking about is securing your assets, because if you should lose your assets, the money that you need to bring them back is so great that maybe you cannot afford. And you will only do this when you are guided by a certain philosophy. And so your earnings or your income, which of course all your assets are part, is determined by your philosophy and not the economy. So forget about the economy. Though the economy can help us to make certain strides, progress in our businesses, but others are guided by a certain philosophy that makes them stay afloat. So to our viewers, the question is, what is your philosophy? And this philosophy can help you to safeguard your assets, your property. So no matter how the economy goes, you have to secure the interest of the assets that you have. And that is what we want our listeners to, whilst they are watching us, to ponder over and take it to heart so that they consider taking the Homeprehensive. Again, Confucius said that the superior man, when resting in safety, does not forget that danger may come. When in the state of security, it does not forget the possibility of ruin. And when all is orderly, he does not forget that disorder may come, and thus he protect himself and that of his clan. So the very comfortable situation that you find yourself today, just the opposite, discomfort is there. So whilst you plan in times of plenty, you make sure you plan at the time that it will be a lean season. So whatever be the case, you don't have to go to your family house in a blanket. No, don't go in a blanket. Just hit your chest with that confidence that you are bouncing back, because that adequate financial security protection from Vanguard, it is solid behind you.
Yeah. And I can tell, I can feel when people are asking for the numbers. And I give the hotline numbers all the time. You see them. But because they are here in the studio, Sammy, let's get your hotlines again.
Yes, our hotline number is 0244 33 4407. 0244 33 4407 and 055 66 20 111. 055 66 20 111. So you can call any of these hotlines, and our team is ready to receive your call and give you that support.
Okay, and the number is on your screen, and I give you this number because every week, I give you this number, and I continue giving the number. But you have the number and call Nafa Bompreko. But let's chat some more about. Somebody's watching. So, yeah, well, I do have a car, but I have maybe 6 buildings. Yeah, I'm off for weekend show. So does one car give them access to insure the 6 buildings, or what's the stand for that on the Homeprehensive front?
Yes, I can say it's a big yes. Vanguard, we have a big appetite for risk. And so even if you have 100 buildings, once you have a car, you can insure both the car and all your buildings. So it is not one-to-one. Whatever building you have, if there are many, you have interest in them. You add it to the vehicle insurance you have, and we insure it for you. Okay. So if you have 2 buildings, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can insure it under Homeprehensive.
Okay. All right.
Fantastic. So to add to that, the basic thing here is that we want people to insure their homes. Insure your home. Insure whatever asset you have. If it is not your own property, but you are renting it, the content is for you. Insure it so that you can have that peace of mind. That's what the Homeprehensive is all about. So we wish that in a not too distant future to come, Ghanaians will come to appreciate that if you move into an apartment, if you build your own house, please insure it. Don't only focus on commercial buildings, insure your home. You can use the best of building materials. We see some serious commercial buildings that cost millions of dollars, but you still see fire extinguishers in there at some specific points, water sprinklers there, you see smoke detectors and all that. Why? Because you don't know tomorrow. If you have a home, if you have a house, whether it's for you or you are renting it, the content as a tenant is your interest. Insure it. If the building is for you, please insure it. And it doesn't cost much. It doesn't.
The cost thing is also a very big issue because people are thinking, wow, after I've spent all this money to build, how can I get all this money again to insure? But the insurance cost is not as scary as many people think. Do you want to just throw some numbers out, for example?
Yes. It will amaze you that premium or price for home insurance is far cheaper than vehicle insurance. Assuming your house is valued at 1 million Ghana cedis, you are paying an interesting 2,000 cedis a year as protection or insurance for your home. If you have a car valued at 1 million cedis, you are paying an insurance of over 40,000 cedis a year. So when you compare this to your home, assuming your home is valued at 500,000, you are paying a premium of 1,000 Ghana cedis in a year. So when you break it down into months, you are not paying more than 100 cedis.
Really?
As protection for your home valued at 500,000 Ghana cedis. And I can bet you a lot of people have homes within the ranges below 500,000.
Yes.
And you're not going to pay more than 100 cedis a month.
A month?
Yes, in terms of when you break the insurance premiums down for the year, it is not more than 100 cedis a month. You are doing 1,000 cedis a year. And so for premiums for home insurance, it is very affordable, and that is why we want to drive this Homeprehensive to bring it to the fore that there's a need for us to secure our homes. Because after work, we go home.
Yeah.
After work and we retire, we go home. We need to insure our homes. And if I feel,
So, KSM, one interesting point is this. There are some joints in Ghana that when you go, club here, you buy not less than 10 cedis or 15 or 20 cedis. And boys can take about 4 or 5. You see, if it is 20 cedis and you take 10, it's 200 cedis. If you take it every week, multiply, you do the addition. So reduce the bottles. Let's reduce the bottles and put it
Very true though.
Reduce the bottles.
Very true though.
Reduce the bottles.
Very true though. Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm serious.
We can use it to insure our houses and fantastic.
But please don't settle for blankets.
Not Budini here. You invest in the future, and then there's a disaster, and then you wait for your blanket.
No. Don't go for blankets. No.
No blankets, so give me a little bit more of the benefits before we can.
Yes, anybody who signs on to this new Homeprehensive, aside getting cover for damage to your car and also damage to your home and your contents that you have insured, we provide 1 month free travel insurance cover for anybody who does this insurance. And one interesting thing is that in the industry, a lot of travel insurance does not cover COVID. But this one does? This travel policy we are giving you as a benefit under the Homeprehensive covers COVID. And so when you travel outside and you are down by COVID, the policy will pay for the cost of hospitalization for the cost of treatment
Wow.
and all that. And this is novel in the industry.
Wow.
And beyond the travel, for those who have third-party insurance, who have added their homes or their contents to their vehicles to do a comprehensive, and a third party, we only cater for injury or death to occupants of your car or road users, and also damage to other people's property as a result of the use of your car. But under Homeprehensive, one of the benefits is that when you have a third-party policy and there's damage to your windshield and your driving mirrors, this policy would pay for the cost of replacements for those damages, which you will not get under a traditional motor policy. So these are the novel benefits that are coming with Homeprehensive.
Well, that's very interesting. So if you have third party and you're on Homeprehensive,
Yes.
they have the additional benefit of being covered
For damage to your windshield and your driving mirrors.
Wow.
And interestingly, we get our windshield cracking almost every time on the road because other cars wheel stones and crack our windscreens. And the cost of the windscreen, trust me, is expensive. And these are all the other benefits that you get when you sign on to the Homeprehensive policy.
Fantastic.
So if you have a motor insurance, add your home insurance to it and enjoy these great benefits.
Fantastic, fantastic.
For all the viewers watching this program, we have a special package for you. If you have a vehicle and if not insured your home, you see the hotlines on the screen. Call the hotline. We are looking at the first 30 that will call. We will insure your house for free.
Whoa. Whoa.
Now, again, if you are a first-time buyer, I know KSM has been giving so much information on first-time buyers, a special package. So you buy your vehicle for the first time, bring it to Vanguard, and get your house insured for free. So the first 30 people who also call will get that done. Use the hotline that you see on your screen, and you will insure your vehicle for you, but the home, we will give it a free cover for 1 year.
Hey, what can I say? See, some of the benefits you get from watching the KSM show, and especially if Vanguard Assurance is associated with the show. So the numbers are on the screen right now. First 30 who call, you know, you are going to be entitled to free home insurance.
Yes.
Wow. Is there any, ask anybody specifically when they call, or we're just taking the first 30 calls?
Those handling hotlines, they are on standby.
Okay.
So we don't know anybody in mind. Anybody who is watching this program,
Okay.
We don't have anybody in mind. If you are a customer of Vanguard, and you have a vehicle, but you've not insured your house, call the hotline, the first 30, and you'll be sorted out. For those our customers who have insured their vehicle but have not insured their house, you can call the hotline and you'll get a free homeowners insurance for 1 year.
Awesome. Did you hear that? Free homeowners insurance for 1 year. And so, where else can we get this? Gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out on the show. I've been looking forward to doing this, you know, because the minute I saw Homeprehensive, I said, I did say I can't want to show you so. Who here? For bomb preko. So, folks, there we have it. The lines, the hotlines are still on the screen. Please call, and I know that the place will be inundated with calls. Yeah, so for those of you who probably will miss today's edition, and watch it on Sunday, still call. You never know. The KSM show, you never know. Show some love, man. So, Sammy and Solo, thank you very much for joining us this evening. And I'm sure you're getting big, inundated with calls. But honestly, I always tell the people that I just don't talk about Vanguard. I'm not only somebody who has been paid to talk about it. No, I am actually a satisfied customer. So I say only what I know. Boom prep. Come on, folks, we'll be right back.
You can freshen up at home and in your car. So, why insure just your car? Introducing Homeprehensive, a single insurance policy for both your car and home. Get Homeprehensive from Vanguard, because when it comes to insuring your car and home, for boom preco.
Okay, folks, now a bit of bad news. The director of the program has decided to fire me. I'm serious, you know. If you hear somebody laughing, that's also fire me. So I'm just going to take a few weeks off and keep applying to see whether I'll be rehired. But next week, we'll go back to family and friends. My niece or daughter, she's going to be watching my back while I'm away. So I'm sure you're going to have a great time with her as you did last week. So stick around until I come back. KSM saying, yeah, ye may